Have you ever wondered what gives movie scores that quirky, funny sound, or what makes an orchestra feel so grand and deep? Well, today, we're going to meet the secret weapon behind it all, the bassoon, also known as the orchestra's gentle giant. Let's dive in. Seriously, think about it. That sound when a cartoon character is sneakily tiptoeing around, or maybe that warm, deep voice for a wise old grandpa in an animated movie. There's a really good chance you were hearing a bassoon. It's kind of like the orchestra's master of disguise. So in this explainer, we are putting this instrument under the microscope. We're going to take it apart to see how it works, meet its surprisingly big family, and check out some of its greatest hits. Let's do this. Okay, first up, the anatomy of a bassoon. To really get what makes this thing tick, we're basically going to deconstruct it, piece by piece. So making a sound on the bassoon is kind of like a chain reaction. It all starts with your breath making a tiny piece of wood vibrate like crazy. That vibration then travels down a super long, folded up tube, and finally, you press different keys to change the notes. It sounds pretty simple, but each step is absolutely crucial. Now, this is the heart of the bassoon sound, the double reed. I know it doesn't look like much. It's literally two tiny pieces of cane tied together, but this little guy is the engine of the whole operation. When you blow through it, these pieces vibrate at an insane speed, and that creates the initial buzz. Without this, a bassoon is just a cool-looking wooden tube. So how does that buzz get into the rest of the instrument? Well, that's where this piece comes in. It's called a bocal. You can think of it like a special adapter, kind of like the dongle you need to connect your headphones to your phone. It channels the sound from the reed right into the bassoon's body. Okay, here's a wild fact about the bassoon. If you could actually unfold it, it would be about 9 feet long. I mean, that's taller than most basketball players. To get that deep, low sound, the tube of air inside has to be massive. But since nobody wants to carry that around, the whole thing is cleverly folded in half. It's like the ultimate design hack. So, what's the recipe for a bassoon? Well, the body is usually made of maple wood, and that's what gives it that signature warm, rich sound. The keys in the bocal are mel. The reed is made from that special cane we talked about, which is basically a type of grass. And the keys have these soft pads to make sure no air leaks out. Every single part is chosen for a reason, all to create that perfect sound. Right, so the bassoon we see in orchestras today didn't just pop into existence out of nowhere. No way. It's actually got a whole family tree with some really old ancestors and even a bigger, louder brother. The family has 3 main players. First, you've got the Dulcian, which is like the bassoon's grandpa, a bit simpler, made from just one piece of wood. Then you have our all-star, the modern bassoon, which is super versatile. And finally, you have the giant, the contrabassoon. This thing is the absolute king of low notes. And when we say giant, we are not kidding. The contrabassoon is the BFG of the woodwind section. It's so big and its tube is so long that it plays an entire octave lower than a regular bassoon. So if the bassoon is like the bass guitar in a band, the contrabassoon is the orchestra's subwoofer. It adds that deep rumble you can literally feel in your chest. Okay, so we know how it's built and we've met the family. Now for the main event, what does the bassoon actually do? Why do so many composers call it their secret weapon? Think of the bassoon as the ultimate multi-class player in an orchestra, kind of like in a video game. A huge chunk of its job, about 40%, is playing the tank as the bassline hero, just holding down the foundation. But it can totally switch roles and be a solo star carrying the melody. And it's also amazing at blending all the different sounds together in harmony. It really does it all. And this isn't a new thing either. Composers have been using this secret weapon for centuries. I mean, back in the 1700s, Vivaldi was already writing solo pieces for it. Then Mozart came along and gave it one of its most famous concertos ever. In the 1800s, composers like Beethoven and Brahms used its powerful sound in their huge symphonies, and you still hear it everywhere today, from concert halls to your favorite movie soundtracks. So if you're gonna remember just one thing from all this, let it be this. The bassoon is the ultimate team player. It's so versatile that it can handle background support and starring roles perfectly, which makes it absolutely essential to the orchestra. So next time you're listening to music, whether it's on your headphones or at a concert, try to listen for that warm, woody sound. Listen for the orchestra's gentle giant. Is it playing the hero, the funny sidekick, the wise old mentor? Pay attention and see what character the bassoon is playing for you.